Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 foods that I cut out of my diet in order to start seeing results. I truly think that cutting these foods out of my diet has made such a difference in my health, and I am so happy that I did it. It definitely was not easy and it took a while. I did not cut all these items out of my diet at once. That would have been insane because they were such a big part of my diet. So I did things slowly and one at a time to make it manageable. Before we get started though, make sure to give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and don't forget to click subscribe down below and turn on those post notifications. So the first food group really that I cut out of my diet was fried foods. I already didn't eat too many of these. I don't eat out super often, and if I do eat out, it's almost never fast food, which is where you'll kind of see more of those fried food items. But I did kind of make a conscious effort to cut them out even more than I already was. I think it goes without saying that fried foods are definitely not good for you, so the more you can cut back on them, the better. That being said though, I have not completely cut fried foods out of my diet. If I am craving french fries, I'm gonna go get some french fries because it's really just a healthy lifestyle, not a healthy diet. And so if I'm craving those french fries, I'm gonna go get them, because if I don't, I'm just gonna be thinking about them and thinking about how much I'm craving them, and then I'm gonna go into relapse, and that's just not good. But something that I realized was that I wasn't eating fried foods always because I wanted them. It was more out of convenience or because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. So for instance, if I'm going to McDonald's and I'm getting a meal, I might order a hamburger and french fries, which usually is my go-to. But I'm not super craving french fries. They just kind of come with the meal and they really supplement that burger because that burger isn't quite enough food for me. But instead of getting the french fries now, I realized if I'm not in the mood for french fries, I'm not gonna get them, and to really amp up this meal, I'm actually just gonna get a second patty on my hamburger. Then I'm cutting out that fried fatty food and I am adding in protein. So that is something that I've started doing and it has really helped. Cutting out majority of fried foods has made my body feel so much better. It is unbelievable. And I always knew that they weren't good for my body because when I ate fried foods and ate a bunch of french fries or ate some McDonald's, then I would notice that my stomach was feeling awful, within an hour. It didn't even take long. So cutting out those fried foods has made my stomach feel so much better. So the next food that I've majority cut out of my diet is pork. And this was a tough one for me. I did not realize how much pork I ate on a regular basis, but once I actually started cutting it out, I realized I ate so much pork. Pork is definitely not the worst food in the world for you, and you can definitely still eat it. I still eat it in moderation because it's just so good and salty. I love it so much. But pork is also a really fatty meat, and there's just so many more lean meats out there that are so much better for a lean and cutting, weight loss, maintaining kind of diet. I was eating bacon, meatballs that I put 2 different kinds of pork in, and breakfast sausage all the time. And the breakfast sausage was definitely the hardest thing for me to cut out because I love breakfast sausage and I was literally eating it every day, and I was over here thinking oh, I'm having meat for breakfast, it's healthy, but it was the fattiest meat that I could have been eating, and I was eating it every single day. This was also one of the easiest things to cut out of my diet though because there are so many replacements. It's been a little harder for me to find a breakfast sausage replacement, but recently I found these chicken and maple sausages that I just got in my last grocery haul, so if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. But I really like these sausages and they taste super good. The next food I cut out of my diet that I probably could have combined with the first two because it's very fat content based, but it deserves a place of its own because this was definitely the hardest thing for me to cut out of my diet, and that is butter. I literally love butter so much. This definitely needed to be cut out of my diet because I just ate it in such unhealthy amounts. I can still use a little bit of butter now and then to oil up a pan or an ingredient in a recipe, just a little bit of it, but I ate so much just plain butter. Ever since I can remember, I ate a bagel with butter on it every single morning for breakfast. And the thing about me is that if I can't see the butter, I need to reapply it. For some reason, if the butter's melted, I can't really taste it super well, so I would have to reapply it and make sure there's a chunk of butter on that bite so I could taste the butter. So basically, I was eating twice, maybe 3 times the amount of butter that I already should have been. And unfortunately, I do not like butter replacements, healthy, vegan butter. Doesn't taste like real butter to me. It tastes really gross, so I just don't even mess with that stuff. So I didn't really have a replacement to help me wean off of it. I really had to stick hard to this one and just really try my best. And now I honestly can say that I eat butter maybe once a month. Like, I honestly almost never put butter on anything anymore. And I definitely think that butter is one of the main reasons I wasn't seeing changes initially in my fitness journey, because if you think about it, 1 tablespoon of butter, like literally this much butter, is 100 calories. And in order to lose weight, you need to eat at a calorie deficit. And I thought I was doing that, but I wasn't really counting like condiments or things like that. And other condiments like hot sauce, low cal, it's fine. 1 tablespoon of butter, 100 calories. Do you know what you could eat with 100 calories? A slew of vegetables. The next food that I cut out of my diet was also another really hard one for me, and that's juice. I love juice so much. I would drink it every single morning for breakfast and probably have a second glass at night. And I did actually drink like a legitimate glass. See, the thing is that 1 glass is 8 ounces, right? But a normal like tall glass that we use in a kitchen is actually 16 ounces. So if you drink a full glass of that, that's actually technically 2 glasses. And so I was pretty good. I would drink the short glass, and that was all the juice that I would drink. But then I'd have a second glass at night. So I'm drinking 2 glasses of juice. A normal cup of juice is around like 160 calories. So basically I was consuming an extra like 300 calories per day simply from drinking juice. And this isn't like super natural juice. It has so much added sugar. And 2 of the most important keys to weight loss are 1, eating at a calorie deficit, and 2, not consuming too much sugar. I was definitely not eating at a calorie deficit, 1, because of the butter thing, but 2, because when I would drink those 2 glasses of juice a day, I wasn't counting that because I didn't count them as food. Therefore, I didn't track those calories. So I was calorie tracking, and maybe I ate healthy for that entire day and hit my calories that I was supposed to eat. But then I would have those 300 extra calories that I simply just drank in juice that I wasn't counting. So I was not actually eating at a calorie deficit. Not to mention that there is so much added sugar in juice. Yes, you can get natural juices where obviously fruit has a lot of natural sugars in it, and those are so much better for you, but regular juice has so much added sugar in it. It's insane. I try to save all of my calories for my food, because if I am drinking my calories, I am not feeling as full as if I ate my calories. And the last item that I've tried to majority cut out of my diet is processed foods. Of course, it's almost impossible to do this completely, and I definitely have not. I just really look at a item now and I really evaluate, can I make that? For example, I used to buy granola bars all the time, and granola bars are so highly processed. They have so many added sugars, so many like additives that make them shelf worthy that I just don't want to mess with that anymore. And so I actually try to make my own homemade granola bars most of the time, and it is so easy, you guys. Like, granola bars are so freaking easy to make. And if you're ever wondering like, wow, I wish that granola bar had a couple more chocolate chips, or wow, this would be great if it had almonds in it, like, you can make that. You can make granola bars exactly the way you want, and it is so easy. So that's just one example. I just try to look at an item on a shelf and think, can I make that at home? Can I make a healthier version? And so I have cut out quite a few processed products just from doing that. I know a lot of people out there don't have time to cook or don't really know how, and that's totally fine. At least when you are looking at these processed foods on the shelf, make sure to look at the ingredient list. If it is a short ingredient list, everything's pronounceable, you know everything that's in there, that's an okay food to get. It's the ones that have like so many additives that just make it shelf life worthy that you should really stay away from. So those are the 5 foods that I stopped eating in order to start seeing results. Like I was saying earlier, I have not 100% cut these foods out of my diet though. I still eat them when I crave them, because it's not good to deprive yourself of things that you really want. And of course, I did not do all of these at the same time. It was a very slow progression of cutting one food out, making sure I was good with that, living a little while without that food, and then moving on to the next item. I hope that these tips helped you in some way, and comment of the day, let me know down below one thing that motivates you every single day. Something that motivates me every day is thinking back to that lifestyle that I lived where I didn't care what I ate and I felt bloated every single day, and I never want to feel that way again. I absolutely love how I am feeling now, and so that motivates me every day to make as many good choices as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.